Welcome to the special 420 Easter edition of Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Hello, David. Hello, Ken Leo. And before we get started, I want to give a very big shout out to my newest subscriber on Rumble, Brian. Thank you so much for subscribing, and your subscription now unlocks you access to all of the cool emotes and so much fun over there. So thank you so much for supporting me on Rumble. I really appreciate that. We are growing every day here and seeing you all show up early in the morning. David, Ken Leo, Derek, good morning, Chuck Science. This is amazing. Thank you so much for coming to this stream and spending your Saturday morning with me. We have a lot of games to cover in baseball today. Of course, playoffs. We're going to be talking a lot about that. And I want to hear some of your guys' plays as well, so feel free to throw them in the chat at any point in the stream, or even throw in plays that you would like me to analyze and break down live on air. I'm happy to do so. I love the interaction, and I feel like we're going to do a lot of winning today. It is a great Saturday. Thank you so much, by the way, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And oh yeah, absolutely. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button on your way in, everyone. That would be super great. Pushes us out in the algorithm, social media. I'm still a small content creator, but every thumbs up, every subscriber, it really truly helps. And thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you guys. All right, now before we get started, it is almost 4:20, and you know how I like to get my mind right to win some wagers. So I thought you guys are really going to like the strain that I'm kicking the stream off with today. This is called Heaven Sent, and this is, the lineage is God's Gift and Green Crack. So it's very floral, fruity, but has like a very balanced, smooth high. So let's try it out. Oh yeah, this is heavenly. It is wonderful. Yes, this is good. I like it. Very good. Nice little flavor profile, fruity, aromatic, and it's also not like scent, like heaven sent, but like scent, like scent. The terpenes, oh yeah, I'm better than peeps, but as you can see from the decor behind me, I do love the crazy peeps. They're just so adorable. I don't know. There's all this like peep art festival happening nearby me. I definitely have to go check that out before it's all gone. Alrighty. So you guys have some big Easter plans. Let me know what you guys are doing. I would love to hear from you. I've been following a lot of the different lines this morning, but wow. Some of these lines are just really tight. And let's first talk about the NBA playoffs, because there's something really interesting going on. You know how I really like to look for sharp money, and typically you'll find us in a lot of my literature, especially on my Substack. The sharps like to come in early and, you know, get these lines, you know, before they start moving at the best prices. But hey Spencer, welcome in. Thanks for the sunshine. But something interesting is happening in these NBA playoffs, so I want to talk about that. What's going on here is really these numbers are so tight, like razor thin tight. That's how Vegas put out these numbers. The sharps saw these numbers, and right now they're not biting. They are waiting for the public to make a move. So the sharps have not come in yet. And I'm waiting to see when they do, but right now appears as though the Sharps are waiting for the Joe money to come in. They're waiting to see how Vegas is going to move the line a little more favorably in one direction. Once some of the Joes come in and Vegas has to readjust for it. You know, I think the Sharps right now are waiting for Vegas to, react to a lot of the Joe money, and perhaps even that's where they'll find their edge. I agree with that. I think a lot of Joe money is about to start flooding in on the NBA. I think every Joe out there in the world, every casual bettor is like, okay, I've got this. And they're about to start hammering the sports books. The sharp players right now, they're waiting to see, is the sports book, are they going to signal anything in any direction? Exactly, the public's going to overreact when nothing moves. And the Sharps are waiting. They're basically playing with the house as well, because they understand right now these are sharp lines that the sports books have put out everywhere. There really isn't like much variation. They're waiting to see what's going to happen once the public overreacts. Once the public comes in and starts hammering the sports books. That's what the sharp bettor is doing right now. So that's why there is no sharp money in the NBA at this moment. We are tracking this. There could be something developing later. But as of right now, they have held off completely. And that's what I'm doing. I'm playing with the Sharps. I am holding off here. And I'm going to see how the Las Vegas Sportsbook reacts. Exactly, the favorites, the overs, all of the typical, that's what you're going to expect to start getting some money. That's where you're going to see the Joes come in. Joes love overs. We know that's going to be a thing, right? And of course, favorites, very popular as well. So, let's see how the sports books react. And that's where we're going to get our edge today in NBA. So keep your eyes peeled. I know the earliest game starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, but, right now, Vegas isn't making any adjustments. The Sharps are waiting and watching, so we'll see what happens. Let's dive into some baseball in the meantime. And we will, see if anything happens during the show in the NBA, if some of these lines start moving. You guys will keep me updated as well, I'm sure. Let me know if you see this. You guys are watching these numbers in real time, checking while you're on this live stream, I'm sure. So let me know if anything starts moving. Then we'll dive deeper into some NBA analysis. But first, baseball. All right, so I am looking at this 2:00 p.m. Eastern game, Diamondbacks versus Cubs. There has been some pretty strong professional money coming in on the Cubs money line. This is pretty interesting. It opened up at even money, and now it's sitting at minus 115. On the Cubs money line, there's a lot of sharp money coming in, so I like seeing that, and I think this is developing pretty nice right now, so I think this is going to be a winning day for the Cubs. I like this little play, especially sitting at 115. I think this has a lot of potential to really start moving to minus 120, minus 135. That's when it's I don't really take, I personally, just a personal preference, I don't really like taking, money lines sitting at minus 135, minus 140. You guys know that. I like it at minus 115 right now, and there's a lot of sharps playing this, so yeah, it looks like a good day for the Cubs. Now, let's break down the Reds versus Orioles. It's already out to minus 120. All right, I knew this was going to be on a little bit of a run. So yeah, this is something you guys might want to grab fast, especially before it pushes to minus 125, minus 130, because it's going that direction. You heard it from Derek. And I'm really excited to get into some of the hockey analysis. Derek sent me something so interesting, really breaking down hockey playoffs and we're going to be diving into that for the 2-minute drill. I wanted to share with the audience your analysis, and at least on the 2 games for today. And then I'm sure everyone here would also love to read your in-depth analysis as well. So just let me know. I could always put it in the morning report. All right, let's talk about the Reds versus Orioles. This is one of the plays that right now I like this the best out of like really everything that's on the board. So listen up, because this is looking like a really good money line on Orioles. Not money line, I'm sorry. Yeah, the run line, I mean. It went from plus 110 to minus 113. And this is on some pro money. So pretty big Vegas move. Going from plus 110 to minus 113 pretty fast. And this game doesn't even start until 4. So a big movement early on. I like seeing the pro money showing up here on this run line as well. And I mean, honestly, I've really been liking playing these run lines so far this season. I hope you guys are liking it too. I love the nickname that you guys gave me, the Run Line Whisperer. So much fun. And just so you guys know, in Major League Baseball right now, our ROI is sitting at 29.8% for the season. So really good. I think easily we're going to be back up in the 32-34% like we have been in season past. But we played really not a ton of units, 43 units, but it's a 65.1% win rate. So just so you guys know, we're doing pretty well in baseball right now. I love it. Let's keep these vibes going. And at this point, it's really just, there's a lot of games during this baseball season. We have a lot to play. So this is going to be a little bit of a grind throughout the stretches of the summer, and, applying more AI and analysis and really automating everything more is, of course, like the next step to, really hone in on these numbers. So that's what I'm excited about. Alrighty, so like I said, this is one of my best plays so far, and that's the Orioles run line. It's really good. Minus 113, I think this is going to move easily to minus 125, minus 130. Yeah, a lot of people are getting crushed, unfortunately. That's very true, but especially, having a 30% ROI for the season so far, it's hard to do, especially early on in the season when things are still a little uncertain. Even the sports books are still figuring things out because, like we all know, even though it's the same teams playing season after season, it's like, the dynamics shift, and everyone is still like adjusting. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Now, I wanted to talk about hockey a little bit, so let's dive right on into that. We've been winning a lot with the Yankees, but I mean, seriously, I want a torpedo bat now too. Like, I'll be up there like torpedo bat all day. I love it. I like, hands down, I think everyone's going to be implementing these torpedo bats soon, and I'm excited about that. I think it's exciting. It's exciting. All right. So let's talk about hockey. All right. I know we have some hockey pros in the audience. Now, I just wanted to run over what some of these lines are starting to do early on in Avalanche Stars game. And yeah, the Avalanche is catching some money pretty early on. This is a fairy on a cannabis leaf. Of course, it's not for 20 today, but yeah, it's a little bit of a cannabis leaf. I have my mushroom jewelry on, so kind of a look, guys. But you know what? Some of you have been writing me asking, like, can I get started on my 420 celebration early? Like, yes, absolutely. There is nothing wrong with starting your 420 celebration early, and I'm personally celebrating 420 all week, right? All week. So that calls for a little bit of a celebration. Very good. Yes, of course. This is a custom shirt, so just so you guys could see. Doing some cool customized clothing. And of course, I wear my own products, you know, things that I produce. So let me know. Let me know if you guys are interested in custom clothing. I know summer's coming up and family trips. All sorts of things are happening. Alrighty. So let's dive into hockey. We're going to be doing this instead of a 2-minute drill today, but let's just run down this game real quick. Avalanche versus Stars. Colorado is catching some money, and this is definitely looking like it's going to go over. So I would say look at this Colorado, look at like the Colorado team total. That's the advice I would give you for today, but I really want to talk about some of the things that Derek was writing up for me on his analysis on the Stars Avalanche game. So let's break it down. The Stars overview. So this is mostly the same squad that made the conference finals last year. So same people, same group, but there is some young talent like Wyatt Johnston, Thomas Harley. They have taken a big step forward, and yeah, this is a playoff ready team. So let's look at the Avalanche now, and of course, feel free to throw in any comments you have. This is Derek's analysis, and it was really incredible. His write up. So the Avalanches, they're still led by Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. So these are both elite players. They have a retooled roster, so they're more balanced than last year. And also, Gabriel Landeskog is returning. He hasn't played in 2 years, but people are wondering how effective will he be, and if he is like his old self, then this is going to be a huge boost to the team and really, you know, like glue the team together, and they'll play together well. So, you know, Derek was saying that there's going to be a ton of pace and puck movement in this game. This should be high scoring, and both teams love to play wide open in transition. So yeah, you're a massive Landeskog fan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I did look it up. I think it's Landeskog, from what I've heard. Just making sure I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks. Yeah, I think that it will be massive for them. And sometimes when you have a character like that who is a leader, who was the team captain, you know, who's the glue that holds the team together, it could be a very empowering situation for this team where, you know, they really all just like line up and perform even better. And right now, seeing how some of the money is coming in on Avalanche, this really does make sense with your analysis and how everything, you know, is being perceived by the public. And it also looks like Vegas believes that he's going to come in and perform at his best as well. So this is interesting. Guys, I'm telling you, Derek is a sharp handicapper. So I'm loving this review. Now I'm going to dive into the other review of the Jets versus Blues game. I know you guys are excited about it. These are the only two hockey games playing for today, but like I said, Derek, if you want to I'll throw this in the morning report for you. It was excellent writing and analysis. All right, so yeah, you like the over in Colorado. There's sharps on both sides right now. Interesting. So, yeah, it is interesting. Sharps coming in on both sides. Avalanche catching a little bit more money, but it does look like the over is a play here in this game. Yeah. I would like to see the over as well. Yeah, so I would probably take like a Colorado team like over, and also just an over as well in this game for sure. Yeah, I think it's going to be close as well. I think that's really good advice. Derek's staying away from the money line. I'm going to stay away from the money line. So, yeah, I like the over. All right, everyone, lock in the over. Okay. Okay, so the conservative players are on the Jets while the other players are on the Avs. Okay. This is an interesting dynamic, and especially with it being so tight, there's also a lot of questions going around. Yeah, especially with Landeskog. So I think there's a lot of questions going around. Taking either the Jets or the Avalanche, I think it's tricky. I think it's a little bit of not the Jets, the Stars or the Avalanche. I mean, taking either the Stars or the Avalanche is a little tricky. It is a little bit like a coin flip right now, but from what I'm seeing, all the Shark players are on the over. So I think that's the move, guys. Golden Knights, Vegas Golden Knights. I gotta admit, I'm not like a fan, but I kind of am a fan of the Golden Knights. Like, I'm not a fan in a way that like I've got to bet on them to win, but I do hope they win. Like, just for me personally, because they were the first sports team in Las Vegas, and they really have become like a staple of the town. I'd say even more than the Raiders. Like, driving around town, everyone has like a Golden Knights bumper sticker on their car, because we just never had a like professional sports team before, and then the Raiders came to town, and now like I would say there's about like half the people who have like a Golden Knights sticker on their car also have a Raiders sticker on their car, but maybe it's catching up now. Well, we'll see soon. No problem. I was looking at your comments, so I got a little confused, and I was like, wait a second. No, Jets versus Blues, that's what we're going to be talking about now. So let's do an overview on the Jets first. This is a little bit of a wake and bake. Gotta enjoy my coffee while it's hot. I'm so excited for my new Onyx coffee to come in. You guys have no idea. All right. So the Jets have the top 3 offenses in the NHL. They have the best defensive metrics in the league. And this is all led by Connor Hellebuyck. They also have elite expected goals against numbers and the best power play in the NHL. But let's not forget that the Jets have not had any playoff wins since 2018. And Hellebuyck has a history of melting down in the playoffs. So this is a big red flag going on here. Even though it seemed like everything was a green flag before that, no, they have not had playoff wins. And this is more than just, he gets the yips once. This is like data driven, you know. He just melts down during the playoffs. You don't think the town is gonna get behind the Athletics? Well, I mean, maybe if they came in with like some real superstar players, you know, like you gotta come in strong in Vegas because we have high expectations, you know, like there's the strip, you know, we're expecting the best of the best, you know, like that's what the strip is always trying to provide people. Even though it has gotten a little like, in my personal opinion, it feels a little too like corporate, like we're gonna try to rip you off at every turn kind of vibes to it anymore. But I think hopefully like it'll start improving. Hopefully. I mean, it's got to. There's a lot of competition out there. There's some of the better quants that believe Winnipeg is the best of the best. Interesting. Okay, okay. So they're just looking at, I mean, you can't lie with these stats. They do have top 3 offense in the NHL, do best defensive metrics. I mean, they do have elite expected goals against numbers. They do have the best power play. So I do understand why a lot of the quants are backing the Jets here. It does make perfect sense to me. You know, but there is a lot of uncertainty just because Hellebuck really just has a history. And the Blues, they have a 27th ranked penalty kill, which is a big mismatch against the Jets' power play. They're the hottest team in the NHL heading into the playoffs. So they are running Jim Montgomery's system as well, and they've been playing playoff hockey for a month, so performing really top tier right now, and they have a good balanced forecheck, which really does match up well against the Jets. So what is your angle here? Because there's a lot of data going on. Now, this is from Derek's analysis, but the Jets have home pressure, which means that there is major choke potential here. You like the Blues early in the series. Exactly. If the Blues, you know, really nail game 1 or game 2, I think you're right. This value does grow. But until proven otherwise, it seems like fading the Jets here is the move. So, pretty interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I agree with you there, Chuck Science. I don't think even with like fans, and I mean, I'd be having to do fans and misting people, but 116 degrees outdoors in the Vegas summer, even with the breeze, like Vegas is very windy. Even with like the constant breeze, you just kind of feel like you're still in an oven. Like it's breezy, but it's not really cooling you down any. It's just like hot air blowing at you. I wonder if it's going to feel that way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully they could last in Vegas, but having an outdoor stadium in the middle of the desert just doesn't seem like the move. I don't know. I've lived in the desert my whole life. You really do, like, for at least 5 months, just go from, like, indoor, like, AC spot to AC spot. Everything is like centralized, like air conditioning, and you know, there's no places like without air conditioning, like everywhere you go. But yeah, it's interesting. Hey LM10, welcome in. Hey there, how are you? Should I call you that or should I call you something else? let me know. We are going to dive into a couple more baseball games. Then, of course, I have a really fun cannabis game, which I think you guys will like a lot, like Family Feud. Do you guys like watching Family Feud? Let me know. All right, so first, Cardinals versus Mets. This is at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and this total is looking very interesting. It opened up over 8.5, minus 105, still sitting at over 8.5, minus 118 on mixed money. So I'm leaning towards the over here. I think this over is developing in the Cardinals-Mets game. I think this could easily move to over 9. It probably already has in a lot of different sports books, so you know, keep your eye, like there might be, I would still take it over 9, but yeah, keep your eye on this one. This one's a little bit more of a lean for me, but I do like this. I like how it's going over, and I think it's going to keep moving over. Then the Nationals versus Rockies. This is another 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern game, and this is really interesting. Right now, the play that I'm looking at here is truly dependent on the pitchers. Thank you. Sydney Sweeney is wonderful, so I think she looks great all the time. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm like the sports betting Sydney Sweeney. So truly my analysis on this game is dependent on pitchers, but you know, keep your eye on this to make sure that they don't switch pitchers at the last minute just because they were rained out yesterday. But right now, Gore and Dollander are pitching in this Nationals-Rockies game. So keep your eye on these pitchers, make sure that, you know, nothing weird goes on before game time. But right now, I am liking this over. It's opened up over 9, even money. Now it's over 9, minus 120 with a lot of pro money. So I'm going to go for over 9.5, even money if you could find that anywhere. You know, maybe even try to get some plus money. But you should probably be able to get over 9.5. Even money. Most sports books right now in this Nationals-Rockies game. But of course, make sure nothing happens before game time, because this over is dependent on who's pitching. So keep that in mind. Make sure nothing changes. Alrighty. So let's roll on into our cannabis segment. Oh, Phillies Marlins are trending over right now. That's interesting. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, sitting at over 10.5 right now, minus 110. Yeah, we are talking about baseball right now. So right now we're analyzing the game, breaking it down, seeing where the sportsbook lines are sitting at, and also how the public is reacting. So yeah, that's what we're doing over here. Seattle, Toronto is trending under. I do see a little bit of sharp money coming in on the over in this Phillies Marlins game. So seeing over 10.5. I know that seems a little high, but oftentimes, like when, you know, the sportsbook puts out this high number, you know, sometimes I do like to mess with like the betting public's head and say like, that does look really high. I'm not familiar with that, LM. Is that that's soccer, I'm guessing? You know, I don't really follow soccer that closely, but I could, you know, let you know what I think about it. Okay, so let's see. Seattle is playing, yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays. So let's look at this. Okay, this opened up Right now it's sitting under 8 minus 102, which is pretty interesting. Where did it open up? Let's see. It is very humid in Philly today. That is a good angle to look at because, you know, it will, yeah, it does set up good conditions for an over. Okay, so this opened up under 8 plus 105. The Seattle-Toronto game. All right. Okay, so now the under 8 is minus 102. So it looks like it's starting to trend under. This one, I would keep my eye on a little bit more. A little bit more of a lean for me at this moment. But yeah, I am really I'm liking this over in the Marlins-Philly game. I think that's looking pretty good. A lot of sharp money starting to come in too. So yeah, I mean, I would take the over 10.5 here. I do like that play. Alrighty, I think we're gonna have a few more games to cover right after we have our little cannabis segment. So this is Family Feud style. I surveyed some cannabis consumers, so you have to write into the chat, just guess the most popular answers. This is Family Feud style, like you're just guessing the top most popular answers. I'll give you the top 6 answers and let you guys know if you were correct. So oh, it's okay. I was just asking, like, is that soccer? Like, I know, it's usually football, so I'm guessing because that's messy on your t-shirt, that's a soccer game, or football. I don't follow that sport that much, but we do have some sharp people in the chat, maybe, that do. Turkish soccer. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't really follow Turkish soccer that much, but it's cool. I like it. You know, sports are really like the universal language, I feel like, from all cultures. So, yeah. Derek, Jeff, are you in the chat, Jeff? Also, big shout out to Jeff. He subscribed to my Substack and I really appreciate that. So make sure to subscribe to my Substack as well, Ariel Calista, just at Substack. Jeff, you just showed up. Oh my gosh, right on time. We were talking, oh my gosh, how crazy, right? We were talking about this game, and what's your opinion on this? Because, you know, I don't really follow soccer that closely, so once I click that, that's the game. I just highlighted it over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the game right here, so I would love to hear your analysis on it. Jeff is the soccer pro, like, crushed me in the contest on Smokeless Bread with all of his amazing soccer picks. You're not up on Turkish soccer? Neither am I. That was a fun contest. Yeah, that was a really fun contest. I enjoyed it a lot. We'll have to have another contest soon, so yeah, I liked it. Can't wait to do it again. All right. So, let's do some Family Feud. Cannabis style. Jeff kicked my ass too. That contest was seriously so much fun. Such a great way to like really build up our community, get everyone interacting with each other. Oh no, they lost to the worst team in Turkey. That is crazy. Man, sometimes I've watched a few soccer games and it's like, when is somebody going to make a score, like, score a goal? It's like sitting at 0-0 for like so long sometimes when you're watching the soccer games. But like, I could see why people get so riled up and like passionate about their soccer teams. Oh yeah, I could do some sports betting, soccer and turkey. Oh yeah, you have a far infrared jewelry story? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear it. I'm actually wearing both my far infrared earrings. These are so cute. They're little like teardrops. And of course my little mushroom psychedelic necklace. Just cool vibes with like the pearls and everything. So yeah, anything custom you guys would like made from Soul Ray Jewelry, just let me know. This has been great for, like seeing how many people are starting to like order things from Soul Ray and telling me like it's helping their pets or their family members, and learning about far infrared. It's wonderful. Yes, I'm so excited, Ken Leo. I'm so glad you're wearing your bracelet. That's great. That's great. And yeah, any stories that you have about how far infrared has, helped you, or maybe helped improve a family member or even a pet, just this passive far infrared technology. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your testimonial, and even better if you want to send me like a video testimonial too. That would be great. I really want to start building up like a Soul Ray YouTube page. Yeah, now that we've been banned from Instagram, I feel like we're getting banned from TikTok. I opened up a Soul Ray store and on TikTok, and they banned me right away. Like, what? I'm like, can I not go anywhere without getting like literally banned, censored, like deplatformed? Like, we're not just gonna take one account away, but all your accounts and suspend you. It's like, oh my gosh. Wear one Turkish flag. Try to speak Turkish and make football content, and I'll become famous in Turkey. Okay, you'll have to teach me how to speak Turkish. That's going to be difficult for me. I'm not great with languages, to be so honest, guys, but I'm always down to learn. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're still wearing your bracelets and necklaces and everything too, because sometimes people like take them off because they don't know if they're working, because it's passive. It's using your body's thermal heat, so you can't really always tell all the time. Like, you can't, like, it's a little bit below threshold sometimes to like really register if something's working. So like when there is a breakthrough, like I really like to hear about it, especially in the far infrared technology. Ooh, Turkish coffee. I'll try some of that. I am definitely a big coffee lover. Like, I could drink coffee all day, every day. Turkish food sounds good too. Alrighty, so let's play this game. Like I said, Family Feud. Guess some of these survey results. Question number 1. Name a reason someone might choose to smoke weed instead of drink alcohol. Just throw in any answer and we will see, did this line up with some of the survey results? So you could even like write it down. No, we don't need to write it down. Well, I'd still be down to try the Turkish coffee, Turkish food. Yum. All right. So, what do you think a reason someone might choose cannabis instead of alcohol is? Feel free to throw it in chat. Hangovers? Oh, feeling hungover right now. Oh no. Driving. All right. Derek, you came in with hangovers. That is actually the top answer that these people who were surveyed said. Number one reason, less hangovers. And then driving, you know what? No one said that. Sorry about that. Nobody said driving in the survey results. Laughing. Well, people would say laughing in particular, so this is more like Family Feud. Let's get a little more specific. What else do you think? Like, what is a reason someone might choose to smoke instead of drinking alcohol? Well, I will give you the top results. Less hangovers was number one. Helps with anxiety or stress was number two. I think a lot of people get anxious or stressed on alcohol. Better sleep was number three. Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever tried like sleeping after drinking way too much? It's awful. Awful. I'm never doing that again. All right. Feeling more in control. That was the fourth most popular answer. Healthier to the body was the fifth most popular answer. And all right, Check Science, you came in with the sixth most popular answer. No calories or sugar. Yeah. Alcohol really does have a lot of calories and sugar, and for me, like, it makes me feel like bloated and stuff sometimes, and when I'm having a good night out, I don't want to feel bloated. Like, I'm trying to go out, wear my cute, like, little outfit, not this, but like cute little dress to the club. Like, I don't know, I don't want to feel bloated with like a bunch of drinks. So I feel that. It's true. It is interesting. All right, question number two. Name something that ruins a high. Ooh, this is good. Please don't let anything ruin this high. Hey, Chris. Welcome in. Paranoia definitely ruins a high. Actually, that is the number one result on the survey. Paranoia, number one. That ruins a high faster than anything. All right, that's good. Taking care of errands. Glad you're getting all that stuff done. I'm sorry that my chat censored you. My chat does that sometimes. This is great. I'm so glad to see you guys all here. Alrighty, so what's something that ruins a high? I guess errands ruins a high too. A fight with a girlfriend, that could definitely ruin a high, 100%. Wow, I didn't see fight with girlfriend on there, but there was like someone killing the vibe, so I'll classify like a fight with your significant other as killing the vibe, someone killing the vibe. But I also think just like someone in general, like imagine like who would you not want at your smoke session? And that was number two. Getting the munchies with no food, number three. That would ruin a high for sure. An unexpected call from your boss or mom, number four. A bad trip / overdoing it, that ruins a high. You know what? I think it does, but then I think once you overdo weed that one time and it's a little scary, then I think it's like you're always remembering that experience, and you're just like, I was just high. I should have just chilled out and enjoyed it. At least me. Like it was just an edible. It is fun in moderation. Seriously, like don't overdo it when you're driving or, you know, like you're in a bad situation. Just, you know, when you're at home by yourself with some good friends, good company, like good vibes, like that's the spot. Like if you are gonna overdo it, make sure you just have good vibes, like chill energy around you. For me, that's the best. And cops, that was like the sixth thing that would ruin a high, and I 100% agree. Feds, yeah, you came in with that. Tech science, yeah, cops, feds, like anyone who's an official, like government, DEA agents, like they would all ruin a high. Like no DEA agents invited to the smoke sesh. Actually, I wonder. I wonder how many of them. No, they don't smoke weed, do they? Maybe. All right. Last question. What's the first thing someone does right after they get high? Like, what's the first thing that you would do right after you get high? Oh, thank you. I'm just being me. I have never acted in a movie. I didn't even take theater when I was in high school or middle school. Well, I did take it in middle school, but I was like really shy. So, thanks. Yeah, I didn't really do a lot of acting though. I was a little shy, but I always thought, well, maybe, like, it's something to learn, it's a skill, and I did start live streaming a few years ago, and it was a little difficult at first, just talking to a camera, I guess, and then it got easier once you do it with practice. Oh yes, Chris, it's 420, and there's nothing wrong with celebrating all week, all weekends, all month because it's 420. I mean, is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so. Hollywood, Bollywood, Ariwood. Fernwood, I love it. Alrighty. So. Alright, so let's roll back into some games because there are some things I want to cover real quick before we move on and we wrap up this show because it's been an hour, guys. We've been on enjoying the vibes, waking and baking, and locking in some good wagers. So, Padres versus Astros. This game is happening at 7 p.m. Eastern, and right now I'm looking at the under. So, I can see your chats, but are there chats that are getting missed? Not showing up? Like everything that I can see is on the screen right here. So that's everything that's coming in. I hope YouTube isn't censoring you because we have seen in the past like chats getting deleted before they even like come across the screen. But yeah, just that is weird. I've seen some other emojis fly on in. So hopefully hopefully they come back. Try Rumble though. Like Rumble is pretty good about the chats and everything. If it's not working on YouTube. Alrighty, so let's talk about the under in the Padres Astros game. This opened up 8.5 minus 120 on the under. Then it moved to under 8 minus 118, and this is on mixed money. So it's moving, and this is more of a Vegas push than the Sharps or the Joes influencing this under. You know, and the fact that it's still minus 118 on the under, they've moved this lower. They're basically begging people to take the over. So I would definitely go under 8 minus 1. I mean, minus 118 isn't so good. But yeah, I mean, you know, go under here. Yeah, under 8, go under. Maybe you could find under 7.5, even money in some spots. Check around, you know, see what's going on out there. But this is looking like a low scoring, low run game, and I do like the unders. So Vegas is moving this, and they're just moving this on mixed money. The next game that I'm looking at is the Yankees versus Rays. This is a 4:00 p.m. Eastern game, and the Yankees run line, New York Yankees run line. We have been winning with the Yankees run line this season, haven't we, guys? Like, I don't know. I doubled down on that play the other day. I've been really feeling confident, you know, taking the Yankees run line this season. It has been working out pretty great for us, to be honest. Yeah, I am hyping up the Yankees run line a little bit, but you know what? It's been so profitable for us so far this season. You know, we've made a lot of money on the Yankees run line, not gonna lie. Oh no. Oh no. Horse players, come on, Chuck. I know he's a professional horse player in the chat here. I know we have a lot of people that like horses, so we're gonna have to get back into that. Saratoga is going to be so beautiful this summer. I hope to go back up there again and spend a little bit more time. You know, I can't wait to be around the horses, like around the track, making my bets, and, you know, really building out this AI system that's going to make all of these predictions and, you know, make it easier for people who want to get into horse racing, because I've tested out a lot of these other systems, you know, like Brisnet and things like that, and you know, I want something that's a little bit more fine-tuned, like a little more precise and accurate and detailed, like for people who really want to get involved in horse racing. So that's what I'm working on building for you guys. So what? I do know you're here, Chris. Yeah. Derby winner for days. I do know you're here, Chris. Oh man. Now picture that, Sydney and I side by side at the Kentucky Derby. Now that would be the dream. But yeah, okay, so last play of the day. Like I said, I'm loving this Yankees run line. Went from plus 125 to plus 110. I'm sure it's soon going to be sitting at even money, minus 110 very soon. This game does start at 4, so make sure to grab the plus money while you can, because there's a lot of sharps taking the Yankees right now. I like the Yankees. And there's a lot of sharp money coming in. Vegas is moving this line in the right direction, so that's my final play of the day. Let me run down all of my plays so you can lock them in real quick. That's funny. I think everyone is going to choose the latter. Actually, no. Derby winner all the way. Let's go. Diamondbacks versus Cubs. You guys knew I like the Cubs money line. It's already sitting at minus 120. I liked it earlier. It went from even money, so pretty big move, and a lot of pros taking this right now. Then I like the Orioles run line sitting at minus 113, but it's probably going to move even farther. This one is my best play of the day, my favorite play. So I feel very confident about this Orioles run line. We were crushing with the Orioles run line last year. You guys are all like, Derby winner all the way. I'll take that every day. Ooh, the match has started. That's exciting. Let me know how it goes. You're gonna take the middle. Alright, so then I'm taking the over in the Cardinals-Mets game. I like how it's moving. Yeah, it's probably already moved to over 9. I don't know. But it was sitting at minus 118 before, so we're keeping our eye on it. I think it's going to move to over 9. That should probably be sitting at like some plus money once it does move there. Nationals-Rockies. This is exciting. We all agree that this is definitely an overplay. It's an over. Take the over here, and it's Nationals-Rockies. Yeah, take the over here. So, but like I said, this is dependent on pitchers too. So make sure that Gore and Dollander, yeah, make sure that Gore and Dollander are still playing today. So Orioles run line is plus 165 right now. Oh my god. That is some nice plus money. I like that. Dang. Now that's the benefit of line shopping. Instead of taking minus 113, you're taking plus 165. Okay. It works. You could see your chest. I've been seeing your chest this whole time, Chris. Wait, I wasn't showing up before? That is crazy. On a screen. Was it just like a podcast kind of thing? That's interesting. I've never heard of that happening before. But I am streaming across like Rumble and Twitch and YouTube and Kick all at the same time, so anything could happen. Thank you, LM. I appreciate that. The chat is working in the bottom, not the screen top part. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, I know on YouTube, like when you're watching on the phone, the screen is where it's at, right? Well, I'm glad everything is working back to normal now. All the technical issues are resolved. This hair. It's taken me forever to grow out my hair, but it's getting longer every day, guys. All right, so make sure that the pitchers are not, there's no pitcher changes in this Nationals-Rockies game, because I like the over here, but, you know, just, oh no, I thought I did say hi, Chris. Well, I'm gonna say hi to you now. Hello, welcome in, and yeah, let's celebrate 420. We should be feeling good, not sad, so let's light up, get our minds right. Much better. All right. So yeah, make sure Gore and Dollander are pitching today. I also liked the under in the Padres-Astros game and the Yankees run line for today. And those are all of my plays. Oh, and then in hockey, of course. So right now it looks like, you know, it's going to be pretty good for the Blues. It looks like we're going to be fading the Jets. Seems like that's the move. And of course, Stars versus Avalanche game. We're all taking the over here. I like that all the professional handicappers were all in agreement on over. Looking pretty good. So, yeah, I like the over here. this should be a high scoring game. So those are all of our plays for today, everyone. I hope we go out, win all of our wagers for today, crush it, and of course, come back on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I want to hear how you did this weekend, some of your winning plays. Yeah, I feel like we have a whole slate of games, and there's so many games here that, you know, we're in agreement on, and, you know, other handicappers in here like, so this is really exciting. It's going to be a great day. It's a great day to have a great day, and thank you so much for coming to the stream, everyone. Good luck on all of your wagers today, and make sure to sign up for my free daily emails if you haven't already. My email is going to be going out after this live stream. It has all of my sports analysis for the day, my play of the day, plus pictures of me every single day. What's there not to love about that? So make sure to sign up just by going to arielcalista.com, clicking on the button that says stay in touch. Subscribe to my Substacks as well. I'm running 3 amazing blogs right now. One is Ariel Calista on Substack, one is Relax Saunas on Substack, and the other is the Full Spectrum blog on Substack. So if you like reading and you want to learn more about health, about becoming a better handicapper, all of it's there on Substack. So also make sure to just go see what I'm reading as Ariel Calista on Substack. Everything that I'm reading there, the different handicappers that I'm subscribed to, they are all great professionals. Recently connected with a very good professional handicapper, Jeff Fogel. So I've been reading a ton of his work. I hope you guys go check him out as well. Tyler is on Substack as well. You'll see him in my reads. He's been doing some great WNBA analysis, so go check him out too. All of this is on Substack, so make sure to join me there. I'd love to see you guys there. Thank you so much, LM, and I really appreciate you joining the stream today. I love seeing so many new faces and names in the stream, as well as a lot of the OGs as well. You guys have been here since day one. And a big shout out to my new subscriber, Brian. Thank you so much for subscribing over on Rumble. Jeff, thanks so much for subscribing on Substack, and I just really appreciate all of you so much. I can't wait to keep winning together, building our handicapping community, making it sharper, smarter, and we'll just keep winning. It only goes up from here. All right, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Make sure to subscribe, leave a thumb on your ways out, and I will see you Wednesday evening.